Alright there, thanks for tuning in again, guys. It's that time of year again. I needed a new set of boots. And, a law enforcement supply company, local here, called Strikers, had these boots in their catalog, and I had never heard of them. I've had Salomon shoes before, obviously. You've seen my other videos on those. The X Ultra Mid 3 GTX something or other. I also had a set of Fast R's from Adidas and Swift R's from Adidas. They're kind of like a trail running hiking shoe. Just last year about this time I did end up getting that set of Keens. They're kind of introduction, I forget what those ones are called right now, into some of the trail running, trail hiking kind of shoe boots. I call them shoe boots. So basically, I found these. They're called the Salomon Quest 4D GTX Forces, and so the Forces are a little bit different in the regular Quests because they're completely blacked out. There's no reflective material on it anywhere. You kind of take all that stuff off and make them a lot more tactical looking. And the other big thing that I saw that was a huge advantage, if you remember my complaint from my last set of Salomons, is that they actually closed off these two top eyelets, basically. Instead of being hooks like in the last set, these hooks on the side, especially if you didn't have them super tight, I'd catch myself and trip myself. Happened quite a few times, and that just drove me nuts. On the outside, it doesn't really matter, but the inside, those were super annoying to have because they're big and they'll catch, and they also grab on other stuff. So this is, if you remember, these started delaminating. They're still my lawn mowing shoes though, so I still keep them around, but held up for a good portion of time, wearing them every day. But I'm super excited about these now. The only thing I can really tell, and there's not too much info on these, every place that you go to buy them, I just wore them last night outside for just a little bit, so not returning them now. The only real difference between these and the first generation ones that I've been able to find, and pull up these pictures in the background and see if you can kind of see, is the toe cap is a little bit different. On the Gen 2s, the toe cap is a little bit more pronounced with this kind of like bubble area here instead of being a straight line. And then if you look at the grips, actually, the grips are different, and you can find your own pictures, obviously, online and on the computer. Lots of decent reviews, good reviews on there. I did see some reviews of the first generation ones. They had that same kind of delaminating issue happen. But they got this 4D chassis, which is basically this whole area down here, back here, that runs all the way through the whole footbed. And I reached out actually to Salomon to ask, because you go online, you find these boots, or these shaboots, the Quest 4D GTX Forces 2. A lot of them will have EN right after that title, and so I reached out to Salomon to ask what that EN stands for, because I saw one person said that the EN stood for the puncture resistant footbed. And I reached out to their customer service, and they replied with, "We can confirm that the EN is a product reference code used to identify the shoe from a now discontinued product with a similar name. Please contact us if you have other questions." So that was kind of cool. Took them a couple days to get back, but whatever. So there you go, Salomon Quest 4D, which is the liner, the footbed chassis system. GTX, which in their abbreviation stands for the Gore-Tex version. There is a non-Gore-Tex version that's about $20 cheaper. Forces 2, and the 2 again is just a couple upgrades. Really well put together shaboot. Really like it. I'm hoping it's going to last a little bit longer and a little bit heavier duty, better built than that the last pair that I had. but we'll see. Time will tell. You know, they got some really cool features in there too. There's not too many YouTube videos out there. One of the best ones that I found on the first generation of the Forces, and when I first started looking, was a video from Last Line of Defense, and he went into them with some pretty significant detail. So go check out his video, because he's got a lot better channel on a lot more cool stuff. So Last Line of Defense, best boots, I believe, is his. Yeah, it was the video that he did on that one. So there you go. Thanks for tuning in again. I'll catch you guys in the next video.